Hey guys, today I'll be showing you how to make an easy cake roll using a cake mix. And because it's fall, of course it has to be pumpkin flavored. Let's begin. So here I have a pumpkin flavored cake mix by Sprinkles, which I got at Fred Meyer's across the border. You can use any cake mix, but of course, because it's fall, pumpkin everything. Now, we're gonna take some oil. I have about a 1/4 cup of oil, and we're gonna add it to our cake. And note that when you're making a cake roll, make sure to lessen the amount of oil and water so that your cake is a bit more dense, but make sure to just continue to use the same amount of eggs. Now we have our eggs. I chose 1, 2, and 3, and we're gonna put it in our mix. Once we have all those babies in, make sure to mix well and combine. Also note that you don't have to do it the same way that I'm doing it step by step. I know that some cake mixes, they just put it all in, but this one I just did step by step. And again, the water, make sure that it's a little less than what is asked for, and you want to just mix that up. There's just something about fall and pumpkins, like I just feel obligated to have everything pumpkin. Thumbs up if you feel the same way or if you just love pumpkin. Now we're ready to line our cookie sheet or jelly pan roll or jelly roll pan with a parchment paper. And so here I like to measure it to make sure that even the sides of the pan can be covered. It's important to have a parchment paper for this particular kind of cake because it'll definitely help as you try to move it onto your dish towel later. Now we can pour our batter in. And make sure to spread well and evenly. You don't want your cake to be lopsided in any way or just, you just want this cake to cook evenly as it'll be in for a short time and because it's quite thin. And also you want to make sure that you spread it all the way to the corners to make sure that you end up with a nice even rectangular cake.
I know for a fact it's not a problem. If you change your mind, you'll find me.
Now we're gonna bake it for about 15 minutes or so, just as long as when you touch the top, the cake will spring back. And also that was 350-degree oven. Now we have a clean dish towel, and once your cake is baked, you're gonna want to take your cake by the corners of the parchment paper and slowly but carefully, again, slowly but carefully move your cake onto the dish towel and put another piece of parchment on the top, and you're ready to roll. Make sure to take your time as you roll your cake so that it's nice and even, but also make sure that you do this right after you pull it out of the oven while it's still hot so that it doesn't have a chance to cool down, because once it cools down, there'll be more of a risk for it to break apart. Also, be sure to be careful not to burn yourself because this cake is quite hot.
Every day I think about you.
Now you want to cool this cake completely, and once cooled, slowly unroll. It's time to add our filling.
Onto the place where the big blue sky collapse. You see people are trying.
Now you can uncover the parchment and don't be alarmed if it looks as ugly as mine. Because we're about to fill it with your choice of filling. I decided to put my homemade stabilized whipped cream. Let me know if you'd like to see a video tutorial on it, as I use it for basically every cake that I make. I just love this stuff. It's light and it's nice because it doesn't melt either. Now you can roll it back up slowly but carefully, and you actually might want to ask for some help with this because it's quite the tedious job. And once plated, you can dust it with some icing sugar and cover up those cracks. Also, it looks really fancy for your friends. And you're ready to serve for Thanksgiving dinner or just whenever or whoever. Again, you can use any kind of cake mix for this and enjoy.
Hanging on to the place.
Thanks for watching.
What a big blue sky every day.